Hello everyone. So now we are going to look this one enterprise network design such as tier 2, tier 3 and the fabric capacity planning. This one we are going to do, and also we are going to do this one, that is this whole thing from here to here: SD-WAN, control plane, data plane, traditional, and also the SD axis. So we are going to look this one by one. So first of all, enterprise network design. Whenever you want to design your network, you need to consider few points. Generally, when you go for any organization, by default they have already network is ready. But if any new organization is setting up, if you join that time, maybe you will do this work. But mostly big company, they will hire the consultants is going to design that one. But anyhow, we should have the idea about how we can design that one. So in the real scenario, we will have two approach in the enterprise network. But if you are using for the data center, you will have one more, that is the span and leaf approach, that is separate. But for the enterprise network, we have only two approach, that is 2-tier architecture, 3-tier architecture. We are calling 2-layer or 3-layer architecture. This layer is nothing but the normal layer, not the OSI layer. OSI is having 7 layer, not that one. This is a 2-layer, we can say 3-layer, we can say, or 2-tier, 3-tier architecture. Means in this one we will have the 3-layer, not the OSI layer. This is different layer. So what we need to understand here, whenever we are designing any network in the organization, especially in the enterprise network, we will take care about the layer, that is 3-layer architecture or 2-layer architecture. Cisco recommend 3-layer architecture, that is a 3-tier architecture. In that one, what we will have here in this one: access layer, distribution layer, core layer. This may be router or maybe layer 3 switch. This may be layer 3 switch only we will have, and this is the access layer switch. Normal switch what we are using, that is a manageable switch. Normal means not unmanageable, manageable only, but this is a low configuration compared to this one. This will be layer 3 L3 switch with the high configuration. Some organization using in this place and this place both same configuration. Some organization using this is more high configuration and this is little less configuration. Depending upon the organization budget, it will vary, but the architecture will remain same. You will have 3-layer: core layer, distribution layer, access layer. In the access layer, we are going to connect our end devices: scanner, printer, IP phone, IP camera, or your machine, laptop, desktop, server, all will connect to access layer. And in the access layer, we are going to enable the port security also, and we will create the VLAN also. So we are going to look what we are going to do in the access layer and in the distribution layer, in the core layer. But now you need to remember, we have two approach to design our network. We can design with the 3-tier architecture. In the 3-tier architecture, we will have the core layer, one we have the distribution layer, one more we have the access layer. In the core layer is connected to the ISP. Here we will have the ISP. Core layer is connecting to the ISP, or it is connecting to your another branch. Maybe you have another branch, so maybe that one is connecting to your core layer. Core layer is connecting to external WAN. We can say WAN connectivity is connecting to the core layer. Core layer is connecting to the distribution layer. Distribution layer is connecting to access layer. So what operation we are going to do in the core layer, distribution layer, access layer, we are going to look. So first let's see for the core layer. We use Cisco 3-tier architecture for more than a decade. Generally we are using this one only, core layer, that is a 3-tier architecture we are using, and Cisco also recommend this one. In this one we are having core layer. It is consist of biggest, fastest, most expensive router with the highest model, high configuration model. And core layer is a one coordinating with everything, like he is sending all traffic outside the network, and it should be very fast. We can say this is a backbone of the network. Core layer, that is a core layer, is talking to the distribution layer by using the dynamic routing protocol, and it is a high speed and the fault tolerant expensive switch or router, and they will have the dynamic routing protocol. So what we will do, we will run here dynamic routing protocol from here to here. so they can exchange the route, and from here it will go outside the network. So now what we are saying, core layer is a biggest, fastest and most expensive router with the high configuration, and we are going to configure the dynamic routing protocol between the core layer and the distribution layer to make the communication, and we are calling core layer is nothing but backbone of the network. If you see, we have the core layer, heavy switches or router. We can use router or we can use the layer 3 switches also. And we have the distribution layer. Distribution layer is nothing but below the core layer. If you see here, this is a distribution layer. Some organization use the same capacity of router or switch which they use at core layer. Same thing, this one they will put here. But depending upon the budget of the company, maybe other company will take less than this one, less capacity of the core layer. Depend company to company, it will vary. So what function we will have in the distribution layer? In the distribution layer, we are going to apply the policy, we are going to configure that ACL, we are going to filter the traffic, we are going to do the load balancing, aggregation, summarization, redundancy, HSRP we are going to configure, we are going to apply the route filtering, quality of service, all these things we are going to do in the distribution layer. Here we are not going to apply policy or anything here in this one, because this is the role of the core layer is to forward the traffic to WAN side. From the LAN side, he is going to forward the traffic to the WAN side, so we will not configure any policy here. All policy, quality of service, everything will be in the distribution layer. And what we can say, and the security we can apply to the access layer. So this one is a distribution layer we can say, and then we have the access layer. Access layer is nothing but this is a switch which is connected close to the user, and all user are connected with this switch directly or indirectly with the wire or with the wireless technology. And here what we will do, we will apply the port security here, and we can configure the power over Ethernet on this access layer switch. And if you see, we can create the VLAN also in this one. We will do the security policy, we will apply the port security, we will do quality of service also, we will do ARP inspection, spanning tree we will do here, PVST we will enable, fast port fast also we will enable in this switch. Depending upon our machine, where our machine is connected, that port we will enable as a port fast, so the port will not wait for 30 to 50 seconds. So all the basic configuration, security, quality of service, ARP inspection, STP, and the power over Ethernet, VLAN, everything we will do in the access layer switch. After that, this is one of the topology. By seeing this one, you will understand more clearly. This is a 3-tier architecture. If you see, this is a core layer, and you have the distribution layer. Distribution layer again is connected to access layer, and all our device may be the Y-axis point, and the IP phone, and the PC, webcam, camera, desktop, printer, all these devices are connected to our access layer switch. So this is a topology basically. This is very easy. Example, if you want to add one more, you can bring one more here, distribution layer switch, you can connect this way here and here, and then you will have the access layer, you can connect like this way. So you can increase the network capacity also. That's why Cisco recommend this one. So we will have more advantage also by using this one. So this is a 3-tier architecture. Just now what we discussed, we will have 3 layer in this one. This is a great solution for the large enterprise network. And after that we have the 2-tier architecture. In the 2-tier architecture, what we done, we collab this one, core layer and distribution layer. We mix this one and this one both. Means we will remove this one. We are saying this is only the distribution and also this is only the core layer. So the company, whoever is having the low budget, they can use these types of architecture. They can use 2-layer architecture or 2-tier architecture. In this one, we will not have this layer. Only we will have 2 layer. This is one is the distribution layer, one is the access layer. So what we can say? We can say we will collab the core layer and the distribution layer. That is, we will combine this one and we will say one layer, that is a collab core. So we will have only one layer here. Instead of 3 layer, we will have core and distribution will become only 1 layer. So we will save the cost. Some organizations don't have that much budget to install the here also again high configuration router to here again too. So what we will do, we will not do this, we will do here directly. Our internet will connect here directly. So this way also we can do, and the function of this layer switch, the distribution layer, access layer will remain same as we done before. Why the organization is preferring this one? To reduce the cost. And if you see, this is the what we can say the two-tier architecture topology. You will have the only two switch here, and then we will have the access layer switch. Here we can say core / distribution layer, this one. And policy, same thing we will apply here. Policy we will do like quality of service here, port security, everything we will do the same thing. So what advantage we will have with this one means, with this one we can say we will increase the performance, we will have the redundancy, we can apply the policy, we will use but efficiently, we will use that one. And in future if we want to grow our network, we can easily increase, we will have the redundancy and availability. And here we can easily troubleshoot also. Troubleshooting is also helpful, and also we are not putting all the load only on the one layer, we are distributing the load, distributing the roles and responsibility on the layers. Like core layer will be responsible to transmit the traffic from the LAN to WAN, whereas the distribution layer is responsible for filtering the traffic, whereas the access layer is responsible for performing, what we can say, it's responsible for performing the security and all that one. That is nothing but three-tier architecture. So let me stop this recording, so we will have one more video for